I welcome each one of you to the graduation ceremony or the grand finale of the Peak Performer Workshop batch number 13. Well, we started this online program out of compulsion because the MILT Leadership Course is always a face-to-face program. Right from the time Mr. Aparesh Acharya started this training from 1977, it is always on face-to-face. But you know, there's certain things that happen and we need to be adaptive. So it all happened in the year 2020, in the month of March. We had the corona, and that was unexpected. We never ever expected it to be a lockdown. And that happened somewhere around 13th or 14th of March. And I was going to Bangalore to book a hall, and then we came back to see everything else was going to be on a closed lockdown. So for about a week's time, I was just thinking what to do, because I have the responsibility to get in people into MILT. Because this MILT Training Foundation, people can become members only after doing a training program. So I have the responsibility to ensure that it happens. I was thinking about it, and then I decided to conduct an online program, taking the essence of the MILT Leadership Course. And thereby, people can get the same intensity that they would experience in a classroom training. So I was working on it for about 15 days in the month of April. Then it struck me that I need to talk to Aparesh Acharya to get his consent, because Aparesh is very particular about the course not being compromised. So I called him, though I was working very intensively for that 15 days. I called him and I told him the necessity for an online program. He said, it's a good idea, go ahead. Then after some days, I called him and told him, Aparesh, I need your blessings. And he said, you have them all. So these were the force that gave me. And I said, I got the founder's consent, and I went about organizing, doing this program, the content development. It took me 2 months of close to 12 hours per day, 60 days, and I came out of the content. I'm to mute. I think, Ramesh, you have the co-host, so kindly search and mute the audio of people who are disturbing, okay?
Yes.
DP, you also have the co-host?
No, Tony, I don't have. You can give me the co-host.
Okay, all right. I'm giving the co-host. If you find anybody. Okay, so we appreciate your cooperation. So here, I started working on this for close to 2 months of 12 hours a day, can you imagine? And I was somewhere in an energy. I could see at the big picture. And then with Aparesh's permission, I launched the program, and the first batch started in the month of June. I tell you, I got unprecedented support from Miltonians, because I didn't do any advertisement, but Miltonians saw it and they enrolled people for the program, their own children, their own spouses, and it was an amazing success. And thereby, we were able to take the programs on. And today we have come to PPW, the 13th batch. So it's all possible because of Miltonian support. Obviously, the grace of God, the blessings of a mentor, and Miltonians who have supported this cause and to ensure that it happens. So therefore, I'm indebted to all the Miltonians, every chapter, for taking this program as their own and making it possible. Well, to talk to you about this Peak Perform workshop, totally we have got 8 sessions. And each session is for a maximum duration of 2.5 hours. So therefore, these are 8 live online sessions. But we also have offline sessions where the participants are given certain assignments. They record it on the video, and we have got offline trainers who give them input so that they can really work on their presentation when they come into the classroom. So therefore, we ensured 3 weeks of intensity was given there. So it was just not about 8 hours, 8 sessions of 2.5 hours. It is a program for close to 3 weeks' time. And here, everybody was coming out very good. And in addition to this 8-session program, I also included the human relations group meetings, because that is what we do in the MILT Leadership Course in the live session. And I felt the participants should get a taste of that. And I should tell you, people did experience something great about this human relations group meetings as well. So therefore, I should also thank the participants to making this program a viable program. Now, what is this MILT Peak Performer Workshop all about? In this session, I covered 3 important areas. One is called the intellectual integrity. When we talk about intellectual integrity, we make decisions. Now, every time when we make a decision, how are we making decisions which is subjective, or how are we making broad-based decisions? Is our decision matched by the nod of our conscience, or is our decision based on our cunning intelligence? As Miltonians, we know we go by our conscience. So therefore, the training was given in such a manner, people develop integrity of the intellect. So that is an important area that we worked on. And the second area that we worked on is the emotional stability or emotional equanimity. Now, emotional equanimity is very important because we get tossed by emotions. There's corona, we feel low, or there's some achievement, we'll feel high. And this tossing of the emotions is not going to give us a direction. So therefore, emotional equanimity is very important, and the program laid emphasis on that. So we had this MILT human relations cards, the 7 cards, and 56 principles are given to the participants. And not only were they made to read, they were also made to implement it and make a note of it in that book, the small book called Vada May Come. So therefore, they were monitored in this 3 weeks' time till the time this principle becomes a part of the life. But let me also tell you, just that 3 weeks is not good enough. So they've been given instruction to continue it for a period of at least 2 years, reading those cards, because that gives emotional equanimity. So therefore, intellectual integrity, emotional equanimity, and the third factor is spiritual realization. Very important. This is one of the important attributes our mentor Aparesh Acharya brought to the table. When he was conducting the MILT Leadership Course, he would always say, MILT is a psycho-spiritual training program. So it's on the premise of psychology, but a high dose on spirituality. So therefore, I didn't want to compromise on that. So it was also conducted in the MILT Peak Performer Workshop, where inputs were given on the importance of spiritual dimension. And a person grows stronger in spiritual dimension, the other dimensions are taken care of, right from the physical dimension, the intellectual dimension, and the emotional dimension. So here, I've ensured that conducting this program, people who come into this fraternity of Miltonians have an equal footing when they come in, so that they don't feel lost when they come into a group of Miltonians. So on this note, this program was held, and I should thank the participants for making it a possibility. I sincerely owe my thanks to each one of them, because however great the training program might be, however committed a trainer might be, if I don't get participants, and if I don't get participants to do what is required to do, this program will be a failure. So therefore, this time we had a very unique batch, because every time when we have a program, we have somebody from Muscat joining, somebody from Singapore joining, somebody from US joining, London joining, like that. But this batch, we had 15 people from UAE, Dubai, and Bahrain, and I think probably Oman as well. They enrolled in for the program. And I should really thank one person who really spearheaded to get these people, and that is our dear friend Miltonian Velu Armugam, where he spoke to me, because this is an idea he gave me about the year 2016 when I met him in the convention in Mumbai, and then it boiled down in such a manner that we were discussing. And then 2 years back, we were supposed to do the program in Dubai, but something happened, we couldn't. It all happened. It's just a coincidence. He came and sat for a PPW program, and he said, Danny, we need to take MILT to UAE. And just in 15 days' time, he got 15 people to enroll the program. And all these people who enrolled from UAE, they didn't enroll because of Daniel Jacob or because of MILT. They enrolled because MILT influenced and impacted Velu. Now, Mr. Velu, our Miltonian Velu, is so committed. He owes his growth and his life to MILT and Aparesh Acharya. So he wanted to do something for it, and then he went really very hard on people to tell them to join for the program, and he got 15 from UAE. And later, from our side, we also had people who had come in from our own country. We had 8 people. So in all, we had 23 people enrolled for the program, but 3 people couldn't continue for their reasons best known to them. And right now, we are going to have 20 people who are going to be part of this grand finale. So here to conduct this grand finale, we have a person. We have 2 MCs, very dynamic people. Now these 2 MCs will conduct the program as the master of ceremony. Now I'd like to introduce both these dynamic people, wonderful people. And this, the first of the 2 MCs, is a very dynamic person who's been in MILT right from the year 2001 and 2002. Very, very hardworking person, a fitness freak who represents the country even at his age, because being a veteran in sports, represents India and is a dynamic athlete and also trains people on fitness. So this person is also married, found a life partner in MILT. So therefore, MILT has been a double bonanza for her because not only she got a life back, she also got a husband, a wonderful person, and happily married to Miltonian Uday Karelia. Blessed with two wonderful children, wonderful daughters. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the first of the two MCs, Miltonian Sucharita Karelia. Can we give her a big applause?
Hey, come on. Woo!
Okay, now we have the next MC and a person whom I probably knew for many years. When I went to Kolkata in the year 2001 to conduct training programs, this person joined the program. A very lively person, and here this person not only was committed as a joint secretary in Kolkata chapter, but when I did this PPW workshop, I asked her, can you also assist me as a trainer? The reason being, she's a doctorate in psychology and a very apt person, having known MILT to a great extent. So here she was there, and I asked her whether she can do the needful, and she was there immediately to do it. And not only she was a trainer, she really built people up so that when they come into the classroom, they're really prepared for me to really train them further. So this is the impact we gave on the participants. Now this person is a happily married person to Rohit and blessed with a beautiful son. A dynamic person, an entrepreneur, and also a counselor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the second MC, Miltonian Sujata Agarwal.
Hey, come on. Hey.
Okay, so here, ladies and gentlemen, we have these people as your master of ceremonies, and now they're going to lead the entire proceedings, and I leave the floor open to them. As they are doing the master ceremony, I request your cooperation to ensure not to unmute your microphones and create disturbance in the program. We certainly appreciate your cooperation. Over to you, Sujata.
Thank you, Danny. It is indeed a privilege to be back again on the grand finale of PPW Batch 13. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take the privilege of calling today our first MILT Peak Performer Workshop. Experienced senior and serene and airline executive working with Fly Dubai from the grand city of Dubai, let me take the privilege to call upon MILT Peak Performer Rajashekharan Ramesh Anantaraman.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sujata. And good evening, all. I had attended many leadership courses, many spiritual courses, and a member of Toastmasters International in public speaking. What I did learn in PPW was the essence of all of these about leadership, about spirituality, about public speaking. In addition, something which unique I got out of PPW was to communicate in 2 minutes, be it speaking to inform, be it call for action, be it to convince anybody, everything in 2 minutes. This was unique and a fantastic learning experience for me. And I have decided that I'm going to continue my journey, not just handing over money or fish to people. I'm going to teach, educate as many people as they know. Thank you very much, MILT, and thank you very much, Daniel.
Yay. Super. Hey.
Yay. Let's celebrate in MILT style, please. Yay!
Yay. Yay.
Woo!
Thank you, Ramesh. I have seen that commitment in the session. Thank you so much. Yes, here we go. The next peak performer, the youngest and more energetic, enthusiastic hotel management student from the city of Garden, Bengaluru. Let's welcome MILT peak performer, Wadi Raja Nanja Raja.
Good evening, everyone. You know, from a very young age, I've been taught to lead from the front and to be a leader. Courtesy, both my father and mother, both are Miltonian. So I can proudly say that I have the Miltonian blood in me. As I took on many leadership roles across the years from a very young age until today, you know, the human relation is very important. And I think MILT PPW course taught me the importance of human relation and also certain topics like emotion and anger. You know, as a teenage, as a young adolescent, is very volatile. So I think that MILT PPW has really enriched my human relations and various topics and to become a better and great leader for tomorrow. Also, as they say, small drops contribute to a big ocean. Small contribution to the society is very valuable. How much ever we can, we should contribute to the society. So there is no contribution small or big to the society. That's what I learned, and I take a resolution to contribute in any way that I can contribute to the society and to be a better human being. Thank you, MILT, and thank you, Danny, once again.
Hey, great one.
Thank you, Wadi. Indeed, MILT runs in the blood. We could see that in all the sessions. And it's a great resolution to give back to the society. All the best. And ladies and gentlemen, let me now call upon another peak performer who's got a meditative mindset, a complete health enthusiast, professionally a chartered accountant working with Pioneer Shipping Agency. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call upon from the city of Dubai, Ramakrishnan Subramaniam.
Good evening, Miltonians. When I joined MILT course, Mr. Velu advised me to join this course. It is worthwhile for you. I was wondering what was this course about. He told, no, you just register. You'll find a big difference in you. Yes, he was true. Within a short span of 4 weeks, I could find a big change in myself. I learned 6 points. First point is more detailed dimension about the spirituality and how the spirituality is connected to the leadership. And the second one is human values, how to respect the human beings. From the HR relationship cards and other making reporting, fantastic. And the third point is convey your message in a short span of time to the point in a crisp and clear manner. And the fourth point is add emotions, live in the moment and bring the feelings along with that. And the fifth one is add energy to your words. That makes a lot of difference. And the last but not least, I got a beautiful family of Miltonians who want to contribute to the others and other living beings in this world. I already in the service of sponsoring the kids' education. Now I want to widen this one. And I got a lot of confidence from this peak performer workshop. I am on the top of the world. Thank you, Danny, and thank you, Mr. Velu, and Miltonian, and Aprosh Acharya.
Yay!
Come on. Yeah.
Thank you. Very well summarized. This is what MILT is specialized for. Yes, very well summarized. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath. Now comes the charming lady from the Bengaluru chapter, who is enthusiastic, energetic accounts head at Printex Solutions Private Limited. Also a daughter-in-law of my dear Miltonian friend, Dinakar Shetty. Let's welcome this peak performer from the Bengaluru, Miltonian Vidyashri Shetty. Yay!
Knowing is knowing. but doing is doing. We might be knowing all the knowledge in the world, but are we able to put it in 2 minutes? We can. We are trained under Danny, and we are Miltonians now. Before February 2021, this MILT was something new for me. I had never heard about it. I didn't know who is Apresh Acharya, Danny, Chinmay, or any of other great people. But when my father-in-law introduced me first about this course, I was curious to know more about it. But when a successful man like him dedicated all his success to the MILT, I was eager to know more about it. And I did associate with MILT by doing PEP course and also now with PPW. MILT is not only developing true leaders, it is also contributing better to the society. And we being associated with MILT, definitely we are giving best to our society. And finally, thank you very much for this forum. Thank you.
Fantastic. Come on, let's celebrate.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you, Vidya. Indeed, taking it from your father's legacy, you've actually carried forward MILT in the right spirit. Thanks to you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back as I call upon yet another peak performer who's young and energetic, who initially had some phobia with maths, but now is fond of the subject. He works as a sales and marketing manager from the city of Sandalwood with Specialty Paper and Boards Private Limited. Let's call upon MILT peak performer, Syed Asfan Awaze.
Yay. Come on.
Hello everyone. It's been a great journey in MILT and all the sessions which I have been through. I was being referred
Excuse me.
on my HR, Miss Priyadarshini Gupta. It's been a great journey and great source of learning. Specifically, what I have learned to be over here is a better human being, a better version of me every day, how I can improve myself, a helping hand to the needy. What can I give to the society? In fact, what I can say is the principles what we all have been through, the HR cards, if we are adopting in our daily lives, for sure, it's going to be very helpful. It will help us to be a better human being. And we should all contribute to society from the knowledge what we have, sharing it to the children and the needy who are in need of it. And I would like to contribute whatever I am earning, though I have been doing till now, I would like to contribute more of my shares from my earnings so that I can give others a platform to reach their careers and others as well. I'll continuously be, I want to get induced with Snehalaya children. I want to teach them. This has been, I'm very much motivated by listening to all these stories. For sure, I look forward that I'll get involved in all these. And the next thing is, I'll start doing more of social service. This has been my resolution. I'll ensure that I'll work on it. Thank you.
Yeah. Come on, let's celebrate.
Yay.
Yes, Sayed. Thank you so much. Yes, Miltonians are known for their contribution. That gives them the satisfaction of life. Thank you so much, Sayed.
Thank you.
So, the gentleman who strongly spoke on the social evil, the dowry system, he also shared his own experience in the session. I'm touched by his talk. He is a financial controller at Denza's AEI Emirates LLC Finance from the land of sightseeing attractions, Dubai. Let's welcome MILT peak performer Sivakumar Ganapati.
Yay.
Yay.
Celebrate.
Good evening, all. I am a chartered accountant, cost accountant. After I landing in Dubai, I have completed another 9 more financial qualifications, and some I got a All India rank holder and the world rank holder also. But those qualifications got me the ticket to go for interview, getting the job. But leading a good life, happy life, I believe that this course is giving me immense pleasure to lead my remaining life. It is a holistic program spanning from self-realization, and leadership program, spiritual, intellectual, and emotional aspect of every human being. I got to know now only the different types of talks. Talk to inform, talk to act, talk to convince, etc., which I didn't know earlier. If I didn't know these things, how I become a good leader? I understood that everyone is practicing the HR principle. The result will be the happiness, happiness, happiness in everyone's life, which leads to the better society for sure. I got friendship about 20 people from this PPW, and there are a lot of similarities between among ourselves, which we are actually celebrating, and we are accepting the differences among us. And a lot more people going to join. This program is definitely a good thing from everyone. It brings the good from everyone and makes a better person by connecting to the society. I will continue helping for education and treatment for the needy people. And I am going to start a trust to serve my grandparents and parents and give them the good life to give back to the society. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yay. Thank you, Shivakumar. Truly well said. MILT is one platform which gives you immense happiness and polishes all your skills to make you a better leader and contribute back to the society and make you a complete, holistic, better human being. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now call upon a balanced and a matured lady working as a sales and logistics manager at Anthem Biosciences Private Limited from the Silicon Valley of India, the city of Bengaluru. Let's welcome peak performer, Miltonian Kavita.
Yay.
Yay. Good evening, all. Actually, I was a kind of shy and introvert person. Because of this, I was not able to communicate with people properly. By attending this peak performer workshop, I became confident. Then I started noticing myself the following changes in me. So I could express myself better than earlier. I could speak confidently and loudly. My body language has been improved a lot. Then actually I was able to get on-spot ideas. And I was able to interact with people comfortably without any hesitation. And the practice of the valuable HR principles helped me to interact with and connect to people, more and more people. So I can say I am happy to join MILT. And I am glad and proud to say I am a Miltonian. Thank you.
Fantastic. Come on, let's celebrate.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you so much, Kavita. Yes. Sparing our time to listen to others is also a big contribution in this life. Thank you so much, Kavita. Well said. Let's moving on to the next peak performer. This peak performer strongly spoke on he strongly spoke on the relevant topic of choosing the political party candidates. When we go to shop, we choose a mobile with 10 different features. We are also responsible to choose the right candidate for the political parties. Very relevant topic he spoke. A banker at Commercial Bank of Internationals from the land of tourism, Dubai. Let's put your hands together to welcome MILT peak performer Faisal Mohammad Siddiqui.
Yeah, Faisal.
Hi, good evening, everyone. When Mr. Velu called me first time that you have to attend a course and I have just given your name, I didn't even ask him what is this session for, because I knew whatever Mr. Velu is suggesting, it will be best for me. He is a mentor for my two kids. They are attending the Toastmaster course offered by him. My brother's daughter is also attending his course. And all of them, they have improved significantly. I know Mr. Velu for quite some time. So I said, sir, yes, whatever you want to do, you do. Just let me know when I have to join. And I joined this course. And let me accept this, though I have read few books on success, human behavior. This course was totally different because, as Danny rightly said in one of the sessions, that Aparesh Acharya has added the spirituality part, which was missing in the courses of, this Dale Carnegie. So here I came to know, I learned about, how to come out of the boundaries of your family, your religion, your caste, your country, and think for the betterment of the whole humanity and mankind. I'm very proud to, become a Miltonian. I'll become a torchbearer of MILT wherever I go. I will spread the word of Miltonian and MILT as much as possible. Thank you so much to all of you.
Hey.
Very well done. Very well done. Beautiful.
Thank you, Faisal. Indeed, MILT, as you must be aware, we do not do any marketing. It works only on word of mouth. We as Miltonians are torchbearers of the legacy of MILT. So it's great to know that you're a part of our family now and you'll take this legacy forward. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me call upon a skilled and efficient sales and marketing person who works with SABIC from the dazzling city of Dubai. Let's call upon MILT peak performer, Vijaya Shankar.
Yeah, come on, let's celebrate. Come on.
Danny, you can spotlight Aparesh for a few
Okay,
seconds.
let them finish this. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Vijay Shankar. For the past 4 weeks, MILT Peak Performer Workshop has impacted me a lot, actually. It changes in my life, brings a lot of changes in my life. The most important thing is like the structured speech. In 2 minutes, I can effectively communicate and convey the things, whatever I want to convey. It's something new for me. And I started living in a day-tight compartment. It increases the productivity of my life and work in day-to-day activities. I started living with the HR principle and the values. I started reading it every day morning. It went deep inside my mind. So in day-to-day life, whoever I meet, I call them with the name, I give due respect to them, and I started talking to the strangers. It gives a lot of good feelings, like it's opened up my mind, and I started spreading the unconditional love everywhere. So I started contributing these things. So it makes me very happy. And also the HR talk, with that we opened up, we relived our life, and it's like narrating our biography. And it was a great learning to know from others also. I thank Mr. Daniel, because it was a wonderful training program embedded with scientific and spiritual aspect of life. And I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Velu, who introduced me this one. And I'm very grateful to the founder member and the founder of this MILT, Mr. Aparesh Acharya. Thank you. Thanks a lot. You made a big change in my life.
Okay, right.
Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. We have Aparesh Acharya over here, a founder, and we thank Aparesh for being part of this. We are projecting him now because he might not be in the screen for a long time. So he's the person who's the cause for everything. A dynamic person that he is. He has changed and transformed thousands of people's life, and today we people are transforming. So can we give a big applause to Aparesh?
Yay!
Hey.
Great to you, Aparesh. Good evening.
Love you. Hello, Aparesh.
COVID. Aparesh is a great fighter. Throughout his life, he fought. He never complained. I remember in between, I asked him, he says, what is the point of complaining? So therefore, that's how Aparesh is. What he spoke, he's living. And today's presence is motivating us. Thank you so much, Aparesh. Thank you. Thank you, Aparesh. Thank you. Thank you.
Aparesh, thank you very much. Srikanth.
Right. Thank you. Over to you.
And he has come out of COVID-19 very successfully, Aparesh. Very successfully. That should be noted here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yes,
right.
exactly.
And we'll get back to Aparesh later.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Sucharita. Over to you.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Vijay, for that wonderful resolution of following the HR rules. That makes us special from the rest. Thank you so much. Next, we are moving for the next peak performer, who is the junior most in the batch, a student, very energetic, aspiring to become an actor, also believes in education. He says education is the most important thing to be successful. He is from the garden city of Bengaluru. Put your hands together to welcome MILT peak performer Vidur Atri.
Hello, everybody, and I'm great for MILT program, and I'm very I've been successful due to MILT program. First, I was been shy, can't speak in front of people, but now due to MILT program, I can speak in front of all the crowd. And also thank you for Danny, sir, to encourage me to let me speak more. I've used principles a lot. I've used principles. I have understand people. I respect people from now on. I talk to strangers, and I do many things else due to MILT program. Thank everybody.
Wow.
Thank you.
Vidur, amazing. Amazing. Fantastic.
Hey, Vidur, you're lucky enough to be trained with MILT at an age, and that's going to take you in the. My next call goes to a very sensitive and seasoned person. He's the Senior Director Commercial at Damac Properties Company, LLC, specialized in procurement management from the fastest city of Dubai. Let's welcome big performer, Pramil Shivaraman Menon.
Good evening, everyone. When Mr. Velu mentioned to me about this PPW course, I thought this is just an ordinary leadership training or a public speaking training. But after undergoing this peak performance workshop, I understood it not only inculcates the leadership qualities, but also makes changes in the overall outlook of the person. The highlight of the program is the HR card given after every session. These principles make an impact on me more than anything else. When Danny makes everyone repeat the HR principles aloud after the session, that it becomes like an oath, and it gets concreted within the mind. That impacted me. HR covers all the aspects of the life, right from personal life, family, living, etc., etc. I feel this is a simpler form of Bhagavad Gita, like practicing and reading and practicing principles of Bhagavad Gita. If we practice all these principles in our daily life, our life will become very peaceful and successful in all spheres. I'm 100% sure about that. Now, I have decided, my dear friends, that I will practice all the principles. I have printed out everything, laminated all the principles, and every day I'm practicing that, reading that aloud. I'm explaining this to my children also, and I vouch with everybody that I will practice and I will from a receiver to an unconditional contributor to the society. And with this, I thank Mr. Velu for introducing me to such a wonderful session, and also Mr. Danny for imparting all the valuable teachings to us. Thank you.
Hey, amazing.
Yay!
Lovely.
Yes, Pramil. These HR cards, this makes a lot of difference in our life. MILT is not only just doing the course and going out. MILT is all about living the life with the MILT principles, and being with the MILT fraternity makes the difference. Thank you so much. That's a fire in you. You are showing the HR cards. That's great. I appreciate that. Let's move. This person, the next person who is going to come here is, I have seen the lot of change from the first session to the last session. He's so sincere and so timid he was, but he was drastically changed himself in the last session. Really salute to that this peak performer. He is none other than he's from the city of IT city of Bengaluru, a senior business development executive at Glory Infinity Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome MILT peak performer Kiran G. Yay!
I think Kiran is not here. There's some bereavement in the family. That's what we've been told. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my next call goes to a hardworking and empathetic person who's an IT project manager managing software implementation for the Al Futtaim Group Dubai. Let's welcome peak performer Karthik Kumar.
Hey, come on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Having attended many leadership, communication development, and spiritual courses in the past, Peak Performer Workshop from MILT is something unique which focuses on the holistic transformation of individuals. Not everyone is a born leader, but all of us have leadership quality and responsibilities towards the betterment of our society. This course from MILT is tapping our potential directly, which helped me to realize that I can do much more than what I'm doing right now. In this course, I've learned to accept the people without any judgment, practice the human relationship principles, and also I've realized that I have a bigger responsibility in my life. I believe I've got right tools and motivation to focus on the bigger picture. As the saying goes, we cannot help everyone, but everyone can help someone. With these skills, I will support the underprivileged children in our society and build a platform to develop more and more young leaders who will in turn change the world for good. And I would like to thank the MILT Foundation and Danny and Mr. Velu for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Wow, that's well said, Karthik. Amazing.
Very well, very well. Very well.
Thank you so much. Indeed, MILT is overall development program. It's not just a course. It's a life-changing experience. Thank you so much. Now, this peak performer who shared his own life experience of discrimination of people in the name of caste and creed is a big social evil in the session. He really touched upon the points very well. He is a tool room manager at Gulf Extrusions LLC from the land of tallest building in the world of Dubai. Put your hands together to welcome MILT peak performer Suresh Annadurai.
Yes, Suresh.
Good evening, friends. The PPW by Danny made a significant shift in my life, through which I could realize the leadership qualities in myself, and also it taught us the selfless life which we can live, and also the contributions what we can give it to the society. I would like to take this special moment to thank Mr. Velu for introducing me to this fraternity. For the past 4 weeks, people around me were talking about me. I know that there are some positive feedbacks which are coming towards me, which is because of the HR principles which I am trying to live by. Also, with the 2 minutes peak performance talk, which Danny has pushed us, and through which I also pushed myself out from my comfort zone, and I could able to lift my life up. I could relate Danny as an alchemist who is transforming soil into gold. I had made the changes in my life, and he had done a good job. I mean to say, a remarkable changes in my life. I could able to form, reform, and transform. And I take a pledge now to reform to uplift the lifestyle of the underprivileged people. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very well said, Suresh. Come on, great job.
Hey, wonderful, Suresh. The idea of reforming and transforming, and truly Danny works as an alchemist in all our lives, and MILT has been the most instrumental platform in all our lives. That's the reason we are all here for. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now call upon a sweet and talented young lady who's still a student from the antique city of Bahrain. Let's give it up for peak performer, Krisha Kishore Patel.
Sujata, I think she's not there. She's
Okay.
Okay, right. Next, go.
Okay. Now comes the person who waited for 7 long years to reach Dubai and settle in his life. Now he is settled and he is helping other people to fulfill their dreams. This person, he is an operation manager at Unipack Containers and Carton Products LLC. Let's put your hands together to welcome MILT Peak Performer Satish Kamath.
Yay, Satish. Come on, let's celebrate. Satish. Satish was there. Okay.
I think he lost his connection.
Yeah,
Daniel.
maybe some network. Let's move ahead. If he's back, we'll call him. Ladies and gentlemen, my next call goes to a calm and composed, patient, dynamic associate professor working with the University of Wollongong from the extravagant city of Dubai. Let's give it up for peak performer Balan Sundarakani.
Good evening, my dear friends and Miltonians. It's my pleasure to join with this peak performers workshop amidst the pandemic time, and I felt tremendous improvement in all my personal dimensions of the aspects that I am developing and transforming into. I felt this peak performers workshops is a great kind of leadership development course built on the fundamentals of human relations and also the leadership quality that are very important for the transformation of at this time. So I personally gained a lot of improvements in all the dimensions that I felt that I need to improve, particularly the emotional aspects of improvement, helped me to make and transform into a leader from a teacher. So I would like to continue the human relation principles and also follow these principles in all my aspects of life. And I feel this is a very important aspect. So thank you for Danny for this wonderful workshop and Mr. Velu for bringing this opportunity. And I feel this is a wonderful opportunity at this point in time. Thank you.
Yay.
Come on, let's celebrate. Yay, boy.
Yay.
Thank you, Balan. Yes, living by the principles, that's what makes our life meaningful. Thank you so much. Here comes a tall, handsome boy, energetic boy. He strongly spoke on giving equal importance to the female and male athletes in the country. I really touched upon its content. Thank you so much. He is an engineering student and also very dashing, energetic, the land of beautiful beaches of Chennai. Put your hands together to welcome MILT Peak Performer Ganesh Kanderi.
Yay, Ganesh.
Come on, Ganesh. Yay.
Hello guys, I'm very happy and delighted to be trained by Daniel and to be a part of MILT family, who helped me to understand the real importance for a leadership role and also the point on relive the moment. The lesson that I learned was how to be a person of fresh thoughts, how to have optimistic approach and a gentle behavior and a confidence to present in front of everyone. This peak performer workshop is making our life superior with HR principles that guide our life as we want and how we want to leave them in order where we can correlate to it. I'd also like to thank all the people who spoke and performed during the sessions, because your speech, one way or the other, it has created a positive impact on me and I can feel the change. Trust me, this workshop has created a purpose in my life. Wanted to say thank you again to Daniel and the MILT Association for training me for the past few weeks. I learned a lot Actually, I feel that I have learned everything seeing your process and early sketches and also coming up with ideas and concepts so fast was mind opening. Thank you guys.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, that's great, Ganesh. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, yes, Ganesh. Thank you. MILT has definitely influenced everybody positively, created the optimistic outlook, and given us a lot of immense innovation to come out of our comfort zones. And ladies and gentlemen, I now call upon a tech savvy, immense digital person who works as a software engineer with Wipro Technologies from the grand city of Dubai. Let's welcome with zeal and energy, MILT peak performer, Srinivasan Muthu Kumarasamy.
Hey.
Thank you, Sujata, for the great introduction. Good evening to all. I didn't know about that MILT the day before training started. Velu called me. Srini, he explained about what is MILT and what about that performance PPW. He advised, Srini, this is the best platform for you. You just join. Without any doubt, I just joined. Now I came to know that the past 7 weeks, how the transformation I have, but the first week, but the second week, I could able to relate that transformation. Particularly, I learned how it impacts your communication when you are adding your own feeling, personal emotion in it. And it is how there is a very minimum time, how you can express yourself that, and especially many things for your leadership's quality. And especially that HR sessions, there I learned to listen the emotions of the others. All the Miltonians, they have shared their feelings. I had a chance to listen that all the feelings and the emotions. And particularly, I wanted to say this, there is a card for HR, human resource, sorry, HR card. Really, that card helps me, my life, a day-to-day, changing my life. And I'm sure, I believe that now I have started the new dimensions of my career. I can showcase myself to my society, see what is the difference I have done. So if I can, then you also can. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Velu and Daniel and my Miltonian friends, especially the MILT Foundation. Thank you very much.
Wow, straight from your heart. Thank you, Srini. Good work, man. Great.
Yes, Srinivasan. This is only about the course you said. Be with the MILT and see the difference yourself. This is all the transformation you can see that where to where. Thank you so much. That's from the heart. You spoke from your heart. That's very nice. Here, now my next call goes to the young and energetic person from the city of Mumbai. He really spoke on the begging on the street is a money-making profession. We as responsible citizens, just handing out, we are responsible to create more beggars in the city. Yes, it is a very heart-touching topic he spoke. He is an engineering graduate. And also, he is a son of my dear Miltonian friend, Veeresha Rao. Let's welcome this MILT peak performer from the Bollywood city of Mumbai, MILT peak performer, Yashash Rao.
Yay.
Unmute.
Your volume, your audio, Yash. No.
We can see.
Danny, try unmuting him.
No, he's unmuted.
You are
audio
Probably check your system sound, Yash. See whether it is full.
Okay.
We
In
can't.
the meanwhile, do you have anybody else going?
Looks like technical glitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the new normal, we are all used to it.
Yes.
So.
Is he the last speaker?
Yes, yes, Danny. So I think Yash is going to take some time. So over to you, Danny.
Right. We'll give him the time.
Yes. Maybe he's joining from another device or something.
Is he done?
Can't see him.
You must be trying from the other device.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to tell all the guests, kindly be till the end. We have got a grand culturals, and you would not get it for any money that you pay. So that's the quality of culturals. So we want you to stay till the end and be with them as they share the culturals as well. Okay. Right. You're getting the graduate ready. Viresh, you see through.
Are you back?
Could you just this thing pin Roshni Rao, I think?
Yeah, Yash, we can hear you there, but your video is off. Yash Rao, yeah. B13. Yeah, Yash. Talk.
Yeah, I'm audible?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Go ahead.
absolutely.
Right. So yeah, quite a scene right there. Huh? So MILT Peak Performance Workshop, it has really been an incredible journey. So it has helped me to come right out of my comfort zone. So it has helped me to become, speak effectively and express even much more better. So today, I really say that it has enhanced my speaking capabilities in front of the public. Living by the HR principles in my day-to-day life has definitely transformed me to become a better human being and a reasonable one. When I would speak with people, I would really know that I was able to connect with them and they had a liking towards me. In my HR sessions, when I would listen my HR members speaking about their life, that's when I realized how important it is to be a good speaker and not to be judgmental in life. The HR principles and the leadership qualities that I have developed through this platform, I'll always remember to abide by it and help and contribute in people's life. I thank my Miltonian parents for giving me such a great opportunity. I thank Danny for teaching and training me so well. And congratulations, everyone. We did it. Huh?
Yeah, fantastic. Let's celebrate.
Great one, Yash. Amazing. Hey.
Yes. Well said.
Hey.
You are lucky to, get trained by Miltonians with this young age. Thank you so much for that wonderful words. Yes, all the graduates, congratulations and all the very best. But graduation day means culmination of your days and weeks of perseverance. But in MILT, graduation means your journey starts with MILT now. Friends, this very peak performance workshop, for many, it is a pinnacle. For some, it is a landmark. And for most, it's a milestone, a prominent milestone towards the roads of your further accomplishments. For inspire us further, we have flourishing Miltonians amongst us. So now, to proceed further, I will be handing over to our accredited trainer, Miltonian Daniel Jacob. Over to you, Danny.
Right. Thank you, Suchi. And that was wonderful. So can we give this 20 members into our family a big applause and welcome them, please? Let's celebrate. Come on.
Yay!
Yay! Come on, rock.
Right. Thank you so much, and thanks for being part. And it's been really wonderful listening to you all. And very important, as Suchi said, if you consider MILT as a course, it ends right now. But if you consider MILT as a growth platform, you've got alumni to perform and develop yourself. But if you consider MILT as a movement, then you can take part in all the social initiatives of MILT and really sharpen your leadership skills. Now, we have got the presidents of the chapters over here. Each one of them will address for about 2 minutes time about the various aspects of MILT. And after that, we have our stalwarts, the chairperson of the trust, convention, and also the NRI movement. So therefore, we have got all these things, and we would like you to be there to the end and be part of the entire celebration. Now, to tell us about the Harmony 21 that's going to happen, and also the competitions that's going to be there in Harmony, because MILT Convention is the Mecca for Miltonians. And that is one thing that happens once in a year, and right now it's once in 2 years. So we need to be there to talk to us about the MILT Convention competition, and about the technical paper. May I invite the president of the Mumbai chapter, Miltonian Rajan Gonkar. Can we give Rajan a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate.
A very happy and healthy good evening to all.
Good evening. Good evening.
At the outset, let me congratulate all the peak performers who have graduated today. I think you will always remember this day in your life. What a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So I think if you can remember this day in life, you should note down another date which can change your life forever. Friends, if you have a diary around and a pen, please note down 26th of December to 29th of December 2021 in your calendar just now. These are the dates when the MILT Mumbai chapter is organizing the 24th National Convention. It is said that one convention is equivalent to 10 MLCs, that is the MILT Leadership Programs, and probably it would be equivalent to 20 PPW workshops if I am not exaggerating. You may verify it with the Miltonians who have attended these conventions. So friends, the first thing you should do is register for this convention as soon as this webinar is over, so that you don't miss out on the best of the rooms, as well as one of the finest 5-star venues in Mumbai, the Leela Kempinski. The cost of 3 nights and 4 days stay is negligible, so to say. You will never be able to get a deal ever. Fine. So now that you would have registered, what is the thing that you need to do? Very simple. Prepare for the competitions and write a TP. TP means time pass. Oh, so sorry. It doesn't mean time pass. TP means a technical paper. So before I come to that, let me tell you something about the competitions. We'll have 8 competitions, namely HR feedback, talk to convince 1 and 2, talk to get action, fantasizing, impromptu, dramatics, and talk to inform. So friends, there will be a lot of action on these fronts. Apart from this, we'll have 3 pegging cups and 6 technical paper cups. So all those of you all who want to participate in the competitions, please start gussifying from today, as the standards of the competition will be world class or maybe more than that. If you want to participate in the pegging competition, then you can join Sukesh's classes, which are one of the best classes in India. They don't have a branch anywhere. And for intellectuals, TP is the thing, that is a technical paper. Please put your gray, white, and black cells, whatever cells you have to work together, and start writing a TP, technical paper. Explore yourself. As you start writing the paper about your own life or your experiences, I can tell you it would be a wonderful journey. And there are 18 topics to choose from. You can choose anyone, but you can submit only 2 papers. The last date for submission is 31st of August. Further details regarding the technical paper, the competition, the itinerary, everything can be taken from your presidents. We already have a full-fledged flyer about that. The convention also will have business session and reporting on the social projects. The highlight of the convention would be satsang and interactive session with our beloved Aparesh Acharya. These sessions can really enlighten the participants in their life journey. Well, well, well. Convention is not only about serious stuff. There is a lot of fun element too. Yes, friends, we have culturals, events, and a very grand party to boast, which is not to be missed. So friends, Amchi Mumbai is waiting to welcome you with open arms in December. Do join this event and be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajan. We certainly look forward to it. As you rightly said, attending one convention is equal to 10 PPW. I can vouch for it because I conduct PPW, I conduct MLC. I've also been in the MILT National Convention. So you're absolutely right. So now to talk about the alumni activities, to give our 90 seconds expression, may I call upon the president of MILT Chennai chapter, Miltonian, Durga Prasad. Yes, Durga Prasad. Can we give a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate.
Thank you so much, Danny, for that introduction. First of all, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you who is graduating as a peak performer today. Having said that, we all can achieve peak performance only by constantly practicing what we have learned or acquired. Friends, MILT gives us a wonderful opportunity to keep practicing what we have learned from the course through the monthly alumni meetings. Remember, I'm a second generation Miltonian, and I did my MILT Leadership Course in the year 1996. 2.5 decades have gone by. Rather, should I say, 2.5 decades have gone into me of MILT. Well, each chapter has a president and a couple of joint secretaries who will ensure that the monthly alumni meetings are conducted. And what do we do in these meetings? We have competitions on these 2-minute talks that we learned from the course. We have a structured program for the alumni meeting, which will have an MC, like what we have right now, who will conduct the meeting meticulously. We will have competitors for various competitions. Also, we will have talks from the respective chapter presidents and the accredited trainer of MILT, Miltonian Daniel Jacob. What we practice stays with us. What we don't leaves us. So it is imperative that we continue practicing what we have learned from this course without fail consistently for at least 2 years, and it stays with us. And this includes reading the HR cards as well. Then it gets internalized. Having this in mind, all the 5 chapters of MILT have been conducting online alumni meetings since the time lockdown started. This is a blessing in disguise for all of us because we can have a cross-chapter participation in all our alumni meetings. Alumni meetings from Chennai can be attended by other chapter Miltonians, and likewise. And remember, my friends, alumni meetings are very important for us to keep honing our skills. Whatever we have learned from PPW, that is just the beginning, as Suchitra rightly said. Therefore, I would urge you all to take active part in all the alumni meetings in the way of taking up the MC-ship and participating in the competitions in your respective chapters. Let us all grow together. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Durga Prasad. I can't agree with you less. The reason is that I've been a beneficiary of alumni. Today, I'm a trainer in MILT, but I was a timid Miltonian, 10 years non-stop in the alumni, and after that, a trainer. So therefore, certainly alumni is a great opportunity. As we just saw the mentor, he not only created an intensive training program, but he also ensured hand-holding. And that's what is unique about MILT. And in the MILT alumni, they accept you for what you are and they develop you. Now to talk about the Growth Club and the Reading Club, which is really pioneered by this chapter, the Kolkata chapter. I call upon the president of MILT Kolkata chapter, Kiran Ajmera. Can we give Kiran a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate. Come on. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you, Danny. Good evening, my dear Miltonians.
Good evening.
It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming all you to this wonderful fraternity of positively and enthusiastic Miltonians. And I bet you cannot escape the enthusiasm that they will infuse into you time and again. Today, I'm going to talk to you regarding 2 clubs that we Kolkata chapter are active. The first is the Growth Club. Growth Club, as the very name suggests, is growth oriented. The three aspects that the Growth Club looks into or considers are physical, the second is professional, and the third is spiritual. Married couples form this club along with their spouse. Presently, our club has 15 couples, that is 30 members, and we meet every month. The meeting was previous to the lockdown, it was as host chapter, a host member used to host the meeting and the remaining couples used to attend. It is always done at the host's home and no other place, because this was operation, he had specified that it has to be at the house. And mainly here the objectives were to meet in making, homemaking, family harmony, scientific parenting, social responsibility, and a continuous professional growth. Meetings are moderated by the host and it is an interactive in nature. In short, the club ensures that each and every member of the club grows each and every month. And the meetings are followed by a complimentary dinner, which is very lovingly served by the host and which each and every member looks forward to. Our Growth Club members are diverse in range. We have from various faiths and from various walks of life. But the best part is the unity that is there in this diversity. The second club that I'm going to talk to you about is our reading club, which we have started recently during the lockdown. Here, the main purpose of starting this club was to encourage the Miltonians who have this very passion for reading. And many a times they felt that they do not have so much of time. Or for those who were interested in reading but never ever opened the book. So we meet every Wednesday late evening at 8:15 over a Zoom session. The meetings, either the member takes up a 30-minute slot or it is divided between two members, 15 minutes each, where they report on a book that they have read through a PPT or through different notes which they have written, or some experience which they have experienced by reading the book and they associate with their experience. And we are having this wonderful session, and this session is under the leadership of Miltonian Jagir Singh Jabal, and Sunita Agarwal beautifully coordinates it every week and also moderates the whole program. It is not possible, friends, for us to read many number of books due to our very limitations. But after joining this club, we were able to get the gist of many of books because they were read by different people and shared. So this was a wonderful experience and we are experiencing it and people are joining also. So friends, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this wonderful fraternity. Thank you, friends, and let this world be a better place because I am here is our MILT motto. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Kiran. It's really wonderful. Your commitment for MILT has been phenomenal. Your entire family is right now MILT, and any wonder an organization is a quality depends on the members. And such members like you all, certainly a movement has to be great. So you're absolutely right. Growth Club is something very unique, which Kolkata is still continuing. And you also have the Reading Club. Now I would suggest you, Don't read books of the others. Make these people to write books. Miltonians to write books. Let us be authors. Let us not be mirror that reflects. That let us be the light itself. Okay, and I'm sure with TP on, you're going to have a club which is going to be TP Writers Club, and let's have quality club. I'm sure Jagir Singh Jabbal is making a note of it, and make authors, and that is what we are. Okay, and this is a step that you did of book reading. Now let's go into book writing, and before that, let's do paper writing and then convert it as a book. And now to talk about the fundraising for various social projects of MILT. We have the president of MILT Pune chapter, the youngest chapter, just given birth in about 2-3 years back, and yet very, very dynamic, very committed. So to talk about fundraising for this 90-odd seconds, may I invite the president of MILT Pune chapter, Miltonian Suraj Kishore Jagdale. Right, can you give a big applause? Let's celebrate.
A great evening to all the dynamic PPRs over here and all the audience. I first of all congratulate you all dynamic peak performers and welcome you all in the MILT fraternity. We all know that any project is to be run, then we need money. Without money, we cannot run the project or grow the project. And Operesh has started at our MILT Residential School and Sneha Lab social project with a great passion and to prepare the young generation which would otherwise would not get that facilities as the underprivileged students or children. So here in Snehalaya, we take care of the underprivileged children and give them the best education and the best atmosphere to be the great citizens. For this project, we need funds. In the initial period, Operesh gave funds from the trainings, what he had done. He contributed from his own training income. After that, the MILT fraternity started with old newspaper collection drive. The funds were collected from these drives and given, contributed. And still some of the chapters are continuing this old newspaper collection drives. We have collected before COVID, done the same drive and collected more than 140,000 in a month's time from this old newspaper collection drive. Then there are some seminars which have been taken and for the benefit of the society, like nutrition and diet seminar, Pune chapter has taken and collected more than 50,000 from this seminar. In the COVID times, we didn't sat behind, but conducted at the Brahma Vidya session, inner engineering through Zoom platforms and collected more than 160,000 and in a 2 months period, which was conducted by Miltonian Nagpalji from Pune. Mumbai chapter conducted the orchestra night just before the COVID lockdown started, and they were successfully collected almost more than 7 lakh rupees from that. Our Rajan has rightly told, convention is the great platform to come together and learn new things, but it also gives a platform for making the fundraising drive. And there are innovative things which different conventions have given us, like in Bangalore convention, we saw one artist coming and he was lively painting in different portraits of Operesh, and they were auctioned, and it helped to collect, if I am not wrong, more than 10 lakhs was collected from that at one fundraising drive. In last convention in Chennai, they printed the limited edition MILT coins, and they were auctioned and the fundraising was done. And it doesn't stop here. There are newcomers come up with new ideas, and we will keep on doing this fundraisings. And I invite you all to come up with new ideas for fundraisings so that we can make a sustainable effort to run this MILT Residential School and Snehalaya projects. My dear friends, do you know that MILT Residential School was renovated and the renovation work is still in the last stage, and it took 1.25 crore for this renovation. And this was all generated by the Miltonians in a one go. In last convention, and Durai gave a call, and the commitments came for more than 1 crore from the Miltonians to support this call. So my dear friends, there is one more thing, that is the running cost. Snehalayas in Bangalore or need more than 50 lakhs a year to run effectively, and MILT residential school needs another 50 lakhs. So my dear friends, I give you a call or to come ahead with different fundraising ideas which will implement and raise funds for the sustainable social development of MILT projects. Let's make this world a better place to live with our own presence. So contribute and grow self and grow the society. Thank you.
Fantastic. Can we give Suraj a big applause? Come on, everybody. Right? So here, what Suraj stated, the statistics and the amount might be astronomical. Yes, it is. But very importantly, we must understand there are few Miltonians who are really burning the midnight oil, working very hard to ensure these funds are being raised. And very importantly, Aparesh Acharya, as I told you, not only created a powerful program, not only created an handholding and alumni, but also put leadership into action by creating these social initiatives. So therefore, being part of it, we are certainly contributing. Now there's a chapter president of Bengaluru, so Miltonian Seema. I think she's not here, and she was to report on the Snehalia. And now that she's not there, I think she has delegated to the chairperson of the MILT Charitable Trust. Now the next 4 executives, office bearers, will be talking for 3 minutes each on other important attributes and initiatives of MILT. So to call upon to talk about the MILT Charitable Trust and the MILT Residential School in Shumultala, may I call upon the chairperson of MILT Charitable Trust, Miltonian Grahadurai. Can we give Grahadurai a big applause? Let's celebrate. Come on. Yay.
Good evening, Danny. Good evening, friends. Since Seema is not there, let me touch upon Snehalia also a little bit. MILT run social projects basically not as a service to the society, but as a Miltonian or as a leader. We want to sharpen our social dimension. We want to contribute. We want to give back to the society. So MILT runs 2 important social projects. One is Snehalayas in the respective chapters and MILT Residential School in Shumultala. We bring under our care single parent or children who lost both the parents, orphan.
Okay, I think we have lost Durai.
He lost her.
Okay, I think he'll be logging in. Okay. Right, we'll get into Durai as soon as he logs in. Okay. In the meanwhile, in the interest of time, let's get on to another great initiative of MILT. Operations created another initiative, though it is called as a New Revolution of India. What is important is that the principles that is followed by New Revolution of India is what is important. So to talk about the New Revolution of India principles, the 6 governing principles, may I call upon the national coordinator, a very committed Miltonian from the city of Joy, Kolkata. Let's invite the coordinator of New Revolution of India, Miltonian Jagir.
So you see, you have to keep learning.
Right, can we have the video muted, please? Audios, right, okay. Right, Jagir, go ahead.
Good evening, friends, and it was really an honor to hear such wonderful and powerful new Miltonians today. I've got a few minutes, so I look forward to talking more with y'all and appreciating, but I've got an agenda which I would like to fulfill. See, you have done a wonderful program. You have picked up a lot of useful things from this program. Aparesh started a movement which I would like you to please relate with very carefully. Now, this movement is actually completely and wholly something to do with you yourself. We call it the new revolution of India, but the revolution is what happens inside of you. It's not got to do anything with the world or the public really. It is a revolution within yourself. It is a personal revolution, a revolution to bring about change. So that is what Paresh expected that MILT would achieve. Once you do the MILT program, you go through a lot of learning. Until that learning is brought into active usage, it is not going to be impactful. He suggested 6 principles, and I sincerely request you to first of all understand them, imbibe them, and live them. If we do this and we make it a habit of doing it, as you know, a habit comes about through repetition. So repeatedly, if you practice these principles, you will have created very good habits. Then, just like Paresh has asked us to do, you would need to be a leader in society and bring about change in others. So you should speak of these 6 principles in various forums and bring more people into this movement, right? So having said that, I'm going to quickly explain to you these 6 principles. See, the first principle is self-improvement. In MILT, we believe today is our best. Our best is yet to come. Every time you do something, it should be better than the last time you did it. If you spoke at a forum, the next time you speak better. That is self-improvement. Number 2, effectiveness. If you happen to be doing something, it should make a difference. There should be something effective that happens. You cannot be a passive participant. Your participation must bring about impact. So effectiveness means making a difference with what you do. Don't waste your time doing things which don't bring about any difference to anyone. Principle number 3, constructiveness. You need a positive mindset to begin with. With a positive mindset, whatever you bring on the table is always constructive. If there has been a school that was created, that was the product of a constructive mind. If a Snehalaya is running, it is the product of a constructive mind. If somebody decided to support a training program, it is the product of a constructive mind. I suppose you have got the point. Point number 4, contribution. Again in MILT, we say, first fill your cup. Fill it to the brim. Because only when you do that, you can allow it to overflow, and it should overflow. What you need for yourself is normally not so much, but what you are capable of doing is quite a lot. So expand yourself, do much more than you are doing, and then let the abundance in your life impact others. That is contribution. You can contribute with money, you can contribute with time, you can contribute with care. Well, there are dozens of ways of contribution. You can help in people improving their health. We have any number of ideas once you get the point. I come to the 5th principle. Just before I go to 5th, I'd like to just repeat them. I would not like you to forget them. Self-improvement, effectiveness, constructive, contribution. Now the 5th one is called respect. In MILT, we believe that just because another person is a human being, that is good enough reason to respect him. He may be your enemy, he may be harmful to you, he may have all the wrong thoughts for you. Don't judge him. Because we also believe that there is nothing wrong with anybody. There may be something wrong about what he does. It is his actions which are misled. It is his thought process which may be wrong, but there is no individual who doesn't happen to be an embodiment of the same spiritual spirit which is there in you. We say God lies in every part of creation. Respect that person because of that. This brings me to the sixth principle. Now, the sixth principle, I will use what Danny has so beautifully, spoken of. And if he was giving this talk, I'm sure this is how he would have done it. He says, if this is your hand and these are the 5 principles, the 6th principles hold these 5 together. Now, what possibly could hold these 5 principles together? Well, the 6th principle is called love. And in MILT, when we talk of love, we talk of selfless love. You have just done the PPW program. I'm sure you understand what I am saying. But to add to that, love and compassion are the secrets of relationship. You cannot relate with another human being. You cannot create a relationship until and unless you understand the meaning of love and compassion. It is like a Wi-Fi signal from a human being, no less. You can literally look into a person's eyes, and when you see a loving, feeling warmth, well, you can easily relate to that person. This is what happens when you meet great people, when you meet sages, when you meet people who are learned. You can experience that love. It's just love and compassion, nothing else. And that reaches out to you. You can easily relate with them. Having said that, I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, but I request you, I beseech you to make these 6 principles a part of your active habits. Having done that, please allow the NRI movement to expand. Way back at a convention, Paresh took a commitment from us to ensure that the NRI movement moves out, impacts more people so that we have more enrichment in the world, better human beings in the world, and we make the world a better place. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jagger, for your spirited explanation. And we also know how much you are committed to that cause and how you're taking it very dearly. As you rightly put it, it's not a revolution to create a stir outside. It's a revolution to work within us with those 6 beautiful principles. So therefore, if each Indian can live, this country becomes great. If everybody in the world lives, this world will become great. Because the MILT vision statement does not say, let's make India a better place because I came here. The MILT vision statement says, let this world be a little better because we came here. So therefore, India is just a starting mark. If you're from another country, it's for your country. But ultimately, it has to be the world. Thank you so much, Jagger, for taking this initiative of NRI and really making it strong. Wish you all the best. And I'm sure with this new energy coming in, you're going to have more momentum into it. And now, friends, we've got 2 more office bearers. We're going to talk. And after that, we're going to have a grand finale of the cultures. So hold on, okay? Because the best of thing is always reserved to the last. That might be the mutton piece or the chicken piece or a sweet piece, whatever it is. Okay, stay on. We really appreciate you spending your time here. And now we have a very important event coming. That is the MILT National Convention. I look forward to it. I grew in MILT. I grew in alumni. I grew in the convention. So I've experienced stage by stage of MILT. So to tell us about this grand convention that this chapter Mumbai is taking over to conduct and to explain to us about the activities and the preparations for it. To give his 3-minute talk, may I request the chairperson of MILT National Convention, Harmony 21. Let's welcome Miltonian Uday Karelia. Can we give Uday a big applause? Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate. Right, Uday, over to you.
You see, I tell you, the relationship
excuse me. There is a audio that's coming. Kindly switch that off, please.
Okay.
Wait, excuse me. DP, just find out who's that. Okay, and get that off.
That's Prakash Chand.
Yeah, Prakash, just ensure you're muted, okay? Right. Okay, over to you, Uday.
Thank you, Danny, and good evening to one and all. Danny, my dear Miltonian friends, and all the guests here. And let me start with congratulating all the peak performers for successfully completing this program. Why I congratulated you is because you have stepped onto a planet of growth. So it is as a historic day as Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. So you got a reason to celebrate. Pet yourself and celebrate all peak performers.
Come on, let's celebrate. Come on. Yay!
Yay!
Come on.
Okay. So there are many reasons why you must attend MILT National Convention. Our president has talked about MILT, one convention equal to 10 MILT courses. So why he said that? Because here MILT is a congregation of all the Miltonians across the globe. And here you will have an opportunity to meet Miltonians who had underwent this MILT leadership course at some point in since last 40 years. How do you like that? And let me tell you, there are Miltonians, from 80s or 90s, they all come to attend convention, and it's a great honor to meet each one of them. And let me assure you that you will find one thing common in all the Miltonians, and that is the growth-oriented mindset. And you will find all of them are highly successful in whatever they are doing. So it's a great pleasure to meet them. So this is one good reason. And another thing is the competitions, like our president mentioned. It's really a growth experience. You will experience so much of a growth in just 3 days. Let me tell you about the technical papers, how it goes. So we as a team, we have come out with 18 to 20 psycho-spiritual subjects where all the Miltonians will be writing on the subject of their own choice. And out of, 40, 50 papers that we will receive, there'll be 6 paper selected for the presentation at convention. And let me assure you that it is going to be a very, very enriching experience for you. I myself have done MILT in '96, and I have not missed a single convention till date. And I attribute all my transformation to MILT and attending to convention. And this time convention happening in Mumbai. And this is going to be a first 5-star convention in the history of MILT. As our president Rajan Gaonkar said, we are hosting this convention in a Leela Palace Hotel in Mumbai, which is a 5-star property. And good news is we are offering this convention free. Almost. You will just pay, peanut for this convention, 3 nights package, only for 12,500 in a Leela Hotel, which is one of the best 5-star hotel in Mumbai and in the city of Mumbai, Bombay. So what else you need? Yeah. So, I think Rajan has already explained to you more about the convention. I'm just saying that just, register yourself today. And please don't worry about the COVID situation, because we have a very, very flexible deal with Hotel Leela. In case, if the government guidelines otherwise, we have extension up to 1 year. That means we can host convention in Leela Hotel till, December 22. So you have 1.5 years of, window period. So you pay now, and that registration amount is valid till December 2022. So don't worry about, all the COVID situation. We are basically a Miltonians. So on this planet growth, nobody thinks about negative things. Here we are, we are highly optimistic people. So thank you very much. And I would be eagerly waiting for all of you to welcome in Harmony 2021. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Uday. That was really wonderful. A very spirited chairperson of MILT convention. And I know the amount of effort Uday puts in, it's phenomenal. I think if only the effort that he's putting for MILT and for all the various associations that he's got, if he only has to put it in his business, you would have become, he's a billionaire, no doubt, but he could have become a multi-billionaire. So here, this is the commitment I really like about Uday, is that he takes a project and gives himself. Uday, let me tell you, I'm longing to be there and want to enjoy that atmosphere, because convention, you can always think of, it's very nostalgic to think of every convention. So Uday, all your effort by your team and yours is going to be a great success, because you're going to have lots of people coming in there. And now this PPW 13 wouldn't have been possible but for this one person who really took the responsibility. We were talking over the phone that night on a Zoom call, and he said we can keep it on this date. And the time that we decided for this PPW 13 was just about 15 days time. And he said, Danny, I'm going to work in UAE to get the number of people to come in, and friends, every day one registration. And I know it's not easy to get a person to get convinced to come into a program, because it's just not a 1 day, 2 day affair. It's a 8-session affair. But he had the power to influence people. That is the credibility that this person has got. So the person who really brought in UAE into MILT and MILT to UAE is that great Miltonian, a great contributor. Let's welcome to give his remarks, Miltonian Velu Arumugam. Can you give Velu a big applause? Yes, Velu.
Thank you, Danny, for accepting my request and doing this PPW here. And it was a great pleasure for me. It was a dream came true. 3 years ago, we had a discussion that we want to start MILT here, but it could not happen. And when I was talking to Venkatanathan, he said PPW is conducted online. Immediately struck my mind, like Aparaj used to tell, luck is that intersection of our alertness where opportunity bypass. I was alert. Then I immediately thought, if it is online, we can bring it here. Then I contacted you, and this all happened very fast. And I thank all the Miltonians, Aparaj, because MILT is not there in, if I'm not, MILT is not there in my life, I can't think of what I will be. Okay, it is there every cell, and it's part of my life living. And I really feel so happy. I get goosebumps whenever I think of Aparaj's communication. That's what MILT brought in me. And I strongly feel Miltonians, MILT can make people to become movers and shakers of the world. And this is working, and I have experience. MILT is working, I have experience. That is why many members who have attended, they just attended because I said they could not say no to me, so they attended. And now they are going to work for MILT. And that's how this UAE chapter is going to, we hosted, we are going to have alumni. I feel so much happy. I feel so much happy that this is happening now. And because I'm the one Miltonian who could not attend MILT alumni, because I did MILT, then I moved to Saurashtra. Every month I used to come by overnight train journey from Rajkot to this place, Mumbai, to attend the alumni meeting in SNDT, this women's college. There are very few meetings I attended. After that, I was away. I did not have. So I was longing for this alumni. Because of that only, after coming to Dubai, I joined you on Toastmaster. Otherwise, I would not have gone to Toastmaster. Now the alumni is coming here. I'm going to one of the member regularly committed to be there in the MILT alumni. And I really thank every Miltonian. The MILT is really power. Is like this. The MILT is like this. It's like a fire. The fire is rekindled within us, and we start working. We become unstoppable. That much is there in the MILT, and we'll march forward to achieve or create this. As much as possible. Let us we will make this world better place, and it is extended to this part of the region. That's what my friends. Today, one person told me. He wrote to me and said, "Danny can convert the clay into God." That much impact this session had, and so that's what a lot of things I can keep on talking. Thank you all so much. In the interest of the time, I conclude now. Thank you so much from my heart, and we will continue our service